Hi guys, this is Lynx here from Lynx Pad, my new YouTube channel here. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and today we are going to be checking out the Mesopotamian Gods series. Gonna say up front here, I'm bad at the game, personally. I mean, I'm good enough to clear content, but bad at the game to the extent where I wouldn't be able to carry anybody. But I'm pretty knowledgeable on the game. I've been playing it since I think 2 or 3 days after it was released. And yeah, so let's get into this. Oh, and I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe, but if not, thanks for watching anyways. Um, so anyways, the first one we're going to look at is Gilgamesh, and he has 2 skill pluses, a skill bind resist, 2 fingers, and 2 bind resistances. So the thing you're going to see with a lot of these leaders, or with a lot of these cards, is with the exception of one. Also, I apologize for this, my squeaky chair in the background here. The exception of I think 1 or 2, all of them are double bind resist, so they would all make for good leaders if any of them really had a skill that was, or a leader skill that was good for it. Anyways, the most exciting part about Gilgamesh is he is a Fujin. He changes the rightmost column to fire orbs, and he avoids damage absorption for 1 turn. So he is a Fujin. And before this video, I checked. We have 1 for every attribute, and with Gilgamesh, we now have 1 for fire. So we have 5 total, 1 for every attribute. His leader skill is 4 times attack with 5+ linked fire or light orbs. Attack increases with 4+ combos up to 6x. So he can hit good numbers, which is great. And he does have cards that work well with him. However, I don't think he's going to be. I think his max combo number is 52 or 54. Whatever it is, it's not high enough to be relevant. There's a few leaders in this that are 50-something combo leaders. Next we have Ea or Ea or I don't. Oops, sorry about that. I don't really know. So her, she has 2 TPAs, skill plus, a skill bind resist, 2 bind resists, and a 5 color skill plus. So that's cool. TPA is kind of a dead thing at this point, but having them is always fine, I suppose. Again, 2 skill bind or 2 bind resistances, so would make for a good leader if her leader skill was good. She's got adds 2 combos for 1 turn and halves damage for 1 turn. So she's a combination of like Yuna and Blue Hunter, and she's worse than both of them in every respect. And currently, they've been flooding us with just tons upon tons upon tons of combo edition cards. And the problem now is we're so inundated with them that only the very best will get played. Now, I think this one is good. For sure, this one is good. But I don't think that it's the best or one of the better ones. There's definitely a few that are. As for leader skill, no Skyfall, 4 times attack, orb move, time plus 2 seconds, and 4 times attack and reduces damage when 4+ attributes attack at once. So it's shitty ideal with no skill falls, or with no Skyfalls. Might as well be skill falls. So again, no real reason to use this. It is a decent sub for the combo edition. In fact, I think it's pretty good with Blue Hunter, actually, but pass. Next we have Enkidu or Enkidu, I don't really know. 2 skill pluses, a skill bind resist, a finger, and 3 TPAs. Again, TPA is kind of a dead thing at this point, but having them is always fine because sometimes you'll find a need for them. Now creates 4 wood orbs at random, 1.5 times recovery, and wood orbs slightly more likely to appear for 5 turns. Now, if you stack 2 of these, I do believe that it's 100% or somewhere in the realm of 100% for Grass Skyfalls. Now, that is fantastic with a leader like Kaide, or Kaide, whatever you want to call her, the new mono green Kaide. or Kaede, Kaede, whatever you want to call her. It's fantastic with her, and I think this is probably one of the better subs for Kaede. If only it had a 7 combo, or like a pixel, or a follow-up attack, or just something to make it more relevant. As for its leader skill, 1.5 times HP and recovery for God type, 5 times attack with 6+ combos, recovery 20x recovery as HP when matching orbs. Crazy recovery, you're hitting like 7k, somewhere in that realm, but that 7k means nothing when you're not doing any damage. It has like a 52, 50, 54x modifier. It's just garbage. But again, probably really good with Kaede or any leader that requires green orbs all the time. So keep that in mind, especially because it's only an 8-turn cooldown. Shamash or Shamash or Smash. I'd fucking smash. 2 skill bind or 2 bond resistances, a skill bind resist, 2 fingers, a skill plus, and a 5-color skill plus. So that's great. Skill bind resistances are cool, or sorry, not skill bind. I mean, they're cool too, but bond resistances are cool. Again, bad leader skill though. Reduces enemies' HP by 30%, and reduces bind status, including awoken, by 3 turns. The bind status recovery is fine. That's fine, but again, we've been getting a lot of that recently. And it reduces enemies' HP by 30%. I'm not sure if that's a true gravity. If it is, then fine, but gravity's really not that important anymore. Yeah, as per the leader skill, 2x HP and 3x attack for God type, 3x attack when attacking with 4x attributes, 4x attack for 5 attributes. I do believe that's 144x with all colors, and I don't know if that includes hearts. I don't think it does because it doesn't directly state it. Also, based on the fact that it has a 5-color skill boost, I'm gonna guess that it's not. So the 2 times HP is nice because you are gonna have a fucking enormous HP pool, and the 3 times attack is fine. The 3 times attack when attacking with 4 attributes is good, but I don't think she's better in any way than most of the current 4 or 5x combo cards. I think there's a lot that are better. Again, we run into a situation where I think she's just a worse version of Ideal in like almost every way, because she doesn't have the time extends, she doesn't have the ability to use hearts, she's just slightly less consistent than Ideal, and I think that just makes her bad. Now, we go to Astana Goddess of the Underworld, Ayatu, Alatu, or Alatu, however you want to say her name. And she has 2 7Cs, God bless, 2 fingers, God bless, 2 skill pluses, and a skill bind resist. Now, check before this, and I do believe, if I remember correctly, again, really tired, haven't really slept much today. She's one of the only 2 or 3 characters or cards with 2 7 combos and 2 fingers at this point, I do believe. Anyway, so that's a really good combo. 2 7C on any card is great, but she's, I believe, one of the only 2 that doesn't have double bind resistance, so she's worse as a leader, especially in anything that has binds. Anyways, so God Devil, interesting typing. Delays enemy's next move for 3 turns, which is fantastic, and changes all orbs to fire, water, and dark. Again, great ability. Works with Anubis. Works with just tons of things. It's great colors to turn into. And if I'm not wrong, that's the same colors as Haku, but I don't remember. I think Haku might be heal instead of water, or just only red-black. I'm not sure. Either way. So her leader skill is Flame Haze of the Underworld, 7x6 board, orb move time plus 5 seconds, which I think is the highest orb move on a leader skill, with the exception of maybe Amaterasu or something. Not really sure. 2.5 times attack for each cross of fire, water, and dark. Now, this can get to pretty absurd numbers if you are good at crosses. I'm not, so I'm gonna suck ass at this, but I'll definitely still be rolling for it so I can try it at very least. As for the colors, the fact that her skill turns to all the colors that you need, that's good. But the weird thing about this is that it means her best sub is herself. So your optimal team for this is 5. I'm gonna call her a Yatu because I think that sounds fucking sick. So your optimal team for this thing is just a full team of itself. I think pull up Pad X here in the background, but I think Haku's skill is the same colors. If it is the same colors, then putting Haku with it is a great idea. Let me check here. Sorry, I should have done this before. Alright, Incarnation of Byaku, Haku. What do we got here? Fuck. All orbs to fire, water, wood. Yes, I was right. It is all of the colors that this thing needs. So Haku is a great sub for this as well, especially because I do believe Haku has the double 7s and a lot more Awokens than this thing does. Yeah, I think this thing is actually fantastic. This thing with a bunch of Hakus. Now, the only thing that would make this thing probably one of the best cards is if it had the double skill bind resist as well. Or, bind resist, not skill bind. Well, skill bind would be nice too, but double skill bind resist would be fantastic. Also, I forgot to mention a couple of times, I think. Yeah, twice. For Enkidu and Shamash, unfortunately 2 of the worst ones, but nevertheless, well, this one will be fine for Kaede, especially since they're both balanced type, and you can inherit whatever killers you want on them. So this thing, you're probably gonna load it up with dragon killers for, well, I think most of the content currently is largely weighted towards dragons or machines. So DK or MK, I think most people sway towards dragon killers, especially if you're bad like me. Yeah, that's everything. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.